we want to show that this telescoping series, infinite series, converges to 1/6. And so with this series right here, so first what we want to do is decompose this quotient right here, 1 over 2n plus 1 times 2n plus 3. So we use a partial fraction decomposition. This will come out to be 1 over 4n plus 2 minus 1 over 4n plus 6. So the infinite series of 1 over 2n plus 1 times 2n plus 3 becomes the infinite series 1 over 4n plus 2 minus 1 over 4n plus 6. And now let's form the sequence of partial sums. This is the sum of the first 10 terms. So when n is 1, we get 4 times 1 is 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 times 1 is 4 plus 6 is 10. So we get 1/6 and 1/10. When n is 2, we get 4 times 2, which is 8, plus 2 is 10. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 6 is 14. So we get 1 over 10 minus 1 over 14. And all the way up to the 10th term, when n is 10, we get 4 times 10, which is 40, plus 2 is 42. And when n is 10, we get 4 times 10 plus 6 is 46. And if we add these together, these 10 terms together, we get 0.144927. And the sum of the first 100 terms comes out to be 0.16420. And sum of the first 1,000 terms comes out to be 0.164170. And sum of the first 10,000 terms comes out to be 0.1666416. And sum of the first 100,000 terms is 0.16641. And now let's run the simulation program so we can see that it's approaching 0.16666, which is 1/6. So this is finding the sum of the first 100,000 terms. And so notice the pattern right here. Right now, as n gets larger and larger, the sum of the series, we just get more 6 right here. The sum of the series approaching 0.1666666, which is 1/6. And so the sum of the first 100,000 terms is this number right here, is 0.01666. And so we can see that as n gets larger and larger, and then we just get more 6s right here. So that's the from the simulation program, we can see that it's approaching 1/6. And now let's do the analysis to show that the series, the infinite series, does converge to 1/6. So this is our series right here, 1 over 4n plus 2 minus 1 over 4n plus 6. And so now we'll write out the sum of the first k terms. So we have the first k terms, we have term number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and then all the way up to the kth term. And then before that, we have the k minus 1 terms, and then before that, we have the k minus 2 terms. So the first term, that's when n is 1. So when n is 1, we get 6 here, we get 10 here. And so we get 1 over 6 minus 1 over 10. When n is 2, we get 4 times 2 plus 2 is 10. And then 4 times 2 plus 6 is 14. So we get 1 over 10 minus 1 over 14. And then the third term, when n is 3, we get a 12. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 2 is 14. And then 4 times 3 is 12 plus 6 is 18. So we get 114 minus 118. And then this is for term number 4, we get 1 over 18 minus 1 over 22. For the k minus 2 terms, in the place of n, put k minus 2. K minus 2. For the k minus 1 term, in the place of n, put k minus 1, k minus 1. And then for the kth term, in the place of n, put k and k. And now let's simplify. 4k, 4 times k minus 2 is 4k minus 4 plus 2. That will give us 4k. 4k times k minus 2 is 4k minus 8 plus 2. That will give us 4k minus 6. 4k times 4 times k minus 2 is 4k minus 8 plus 6. That will give us 4k plus 2. 4k minus 1 is 4 times k minus 1 is 4k minus 4 plus 2. And that will be 4k minus 2. 4 times k minus 1 plus 6 is 4k minus 4 plus 6 is 4k plus 2. And then right here we get a 4k plus 2 and 4k plus 6. And so this is what we have. And then we notice that minus 1/10 and 1/10, they were canceled out. Minus 114 plus 114 minus 118, 118. And eventually this term will also, these terms will get canceled out. And then minus 2 over 4k minus 2, this term will cancel out with that term. And then this term minus over 4k plus 2 will cancel out with that term. So what's left is 1/6 minus 2 over 4k plus 6. So this is the sum of the first kth terms. So the sum of the first kth term is 1/6 minus 2 over 4k plus 6. The infinite series is equal to the limit of s of k divided by limit of s of k as k runs to infinity. And then s of k is 1/6 minus 2 divided by 4k plus 6. The limit of 1/6 is just 1/6. As k runs to infinity, 4k plus 6 will run to infinity. 2 divided by infinity is just 0, and we get 1/6. And so the infinite series converges to 1/6.